Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm here today interviewing Katrina on life after surrogacy.
Hi, I'm Katrina. I'm 28 and I just completed my first journey December 27th of 2021.
Okay, so we're going to go through some questions, and the first one is, how did you feel when you first left the hospital?
I felt normal. I was excited to go home to my kids and my husband. I was a little sad that parents actually left before I even got out of the hospital, but it was still really exciting. When you go through surrogacy and you go through a journey, you're looking for an end goal. So to finally be at that end goal and to see where it goes is more exciting. I never felt sad or anything like that. I felt like I accomplished something huge. And so I just went home and tried to focus on recovering.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because my couple ended up leaving the hospital before I did too. So we both had
Yeah.
similar. Um, but was it weird for you? Like when you went out in public, I felt like, so we stopped at like a sandwich place on the way home from the hospital, and I still had my bracelets on, and I felt like I looked pregnant, but I didn't have a baby. Was that weird for you at all?
So it wasn't necessarily weird, but we had just moved. And so nobody in our neighborhood knew us. And we came home and my husband was helping me out of the car, and our neighbor just so happened to be outside. So I felt like they kind of looked at me weird, like, where's the baby?
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I was able to share my journey. So a lot of people already knew and all that stuff. So it wasn't too awkward. Um, but yeah, just I did have a couple people like, oh, the baby. And I was like, no baby.
Same. Um, who did you really rely on for emotional support after delivery?
Wow. I mean, my husband, of course, he was phenomenal and he took better care of me than I probably did. I have a lot of really good friends and family who really supported it. So I had people checking in on me and making sure I was okay and all of that stuff. So I don't know. I felt like I had a really good support system.
That's wonderful. How about postpartum experience? Was it different from delivering a surrogate baby compared to your own?
So it wasn't necessarily different. So I had two prior C-sections, but I did labor before both of my prior C-sections. This was my first scheduled C-section. So I do feel like the recovery was a little bit different. I felt like I labored after having the babies instead of before. So, which I was anticipating, but I don't think anybody like fully expects what that is.
Yeah,
But I mean, I went to work 2.5 weeks later, so I feel like I did okay.
that's quick. Which I think is
Yeah.
honestly part of recovery for me was like reminding myself, like I did just have a baby, even though I'm not holding
Yes.
one. Like I still need to respect my body and give my body that time. So I feel like that was kind of a challenge in a way, a blessing, but then a challenge also.
Yeah, and I think that's why I was like, I need to go back to work because I cannot just lay around. And my husband was like, you just had a baby. And I'm like, I don't care. I need to do something. I need to be productive.
Yeah, yeah, it's a challenge for sure. How about now? Do you have a relationship with your
Yeah.
intended parents?
Yeah, actually, so I see the babies. I try to see them once a month. We text probably 2 or 3 times a week just to kind of see how they're doing and stuff like that. That was one of the things that I really loved about being matched with them, and I feel like Creative did a really good job with is the fact that I wanted to have a relationship and wanted to see updates and stuff, and my intended parents really kind of wanted extended family. And so, and my kids are young and they have an older, son who is 2. So, our kids are going to grow up together and we're excited to have birthday parties and, all of that stuff. So, yeah, I have a really great relationship with them. I always feel like sad when I don't talk to them. I'm like, oh, I wonder how they're doing. Let me text them.
That's such a blessing. How about is your life different in any way, or is it exactly how you had envisioned it?
I think, I mean, I definitely think that surrogacy just changed you, but honestly, like it's everything I envisioned it to be and better. Like even though I was in surgery and even though, recovery was, different than with my own kids, like it was everything that I imagined it be. Seeing, the mom's face when they were delivering the babies and the relationship with that we have, it's everything that I wanted, and I'm not sad about it at all. I think it's perfect, and I feel really blessed to have had the journey that I had with the intended parents and all that stuff. So
Yeah, it sounds like you had a really good experience. That's amazing.
I did.
And your kids, do your kids enjoy like being a part of it? And how did they react after you came home?
Yeah, so I mean, my son was most excited. So my kids are at the time they were 2 and 4, so they're still a little bit on the younger side. And while I was pregnant, it's hard to explain to them, kind of what's going on. So the way that I chose to explain to them was, I was pregnant, but they were like cousins. They aren't our babies. They're not going to live with us. They're like cousins, so we're going to get to see them sometimes and visit and play and have fun, but we're not keeping them at home. So I kind of just treated it like that the whole time. And, we introduced them to the intended parents. We went to the zoo together, had dinner and stuff. So, we tried to make it seem kind of like family. And so they handled it really well. My son was most excited to see me. It's kind of like I was gone for a few days and they're like, where have you been? Oh, sorry, that was fly. So, it's just like, it was really good, and they weren't sad about it. They didn't seem, bothered or anything. They were really more excited to have, babies. They love babies. So
I like that idea of just saying it's more like a cousin. Like we're gonna love this baby and
yeah,
be with us, but
exactly.
not in our house. That was a good idea. Do you have any?
Well, it's like all of their cousins. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like all their cousins, like we have to go visit. So it's not
Yeah,
like they just spend every day with them. So it was an easy, I think, transition for them.
yeah, and like because they're young, that's an easy way for them to like visualize it. Like, oh yeah, like I have cousins,
Yeah.
see them, and they come over, but we don't stay with them all the time. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Do you have any piece
Thank you.
of advice that you would like to give to any future surrogates about postpartum or life after surrogacy?
Oh no, I feel like I was just really lucky and blessed to just have like an easy transition. I don't know, I really enjoyed it all. I really enjoyed seeing the babies with their parents and providing breast milk for them for a few months and visiting with them and seeing them. Um, I know I had a really good relationship. So my advice would just to be, keep that relationship alive. It's really good for you, like mentally. Like I was never really sad. I was really happy, but it made me really want to keep that relationship with them and to be involved and see the babies and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I just think it was a great experience. Advice wise, just take it easy, be kind to yourself, and remember you did just have a baby, so don't beat yourself up too much and don't be too hard on yourself. Take your time and enjoy the time, even maybe with your own kids or your own family or something. So
That's wonderful. I'm happy that you had such a great experience and you have such a great
thank
relationship.
you.
That's really awesome. And thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to do this with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for asking. I like talking about it, and I like sharing, and I like asking questions. A lot of people have become more aware of it, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I've heard about that. Tell me more," and stuff like that. So I enjoy it because I didn't have anybody that I could talk to that had gone through the process. So being that person for other people, I really enjoy that. I like talking about it and sharing my great experience and all of that.
Sounds like
So,
you're a great blessing for everybody. And
thanks.
I agree that like when you talk about it, I'm always shocked how many people don't know what a gestational surrogate is or how it works
Mhm.
or that it's even an option for people. So keep
Yeah,
sharing.
even at the beginning, like before the journey, and everyone's like, "Are you related? Is it your baby?" Do you get to see the baby? Like somehow a lot of people related to adoption. and
Mhm.
it's not anything like adoption. So it's nice to be able to educate people on the difference.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, it's interesting. Like people hear so many different things about it. Some are good, some are bad, you know, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really see anything bad with it. So I don't have anything other to share than that, you know. So
It's beautiful on all sides of the process. I thought that it was a
yeah.
really beautiful thing to do. Thanks again.
Yeah, definitely. No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.